Honourable Chair members, we want to make sure that business remain in South Africa. So the ease of doing business is something that must be looked at. Companies cannot pack and go to the neighboring countries because, say, it's difficult to operate in the country. Why is it difficult? It could be the laws that allow them to set up their business. Could be the labor laws that we have where we demand so much and they end up saying, if I set up in Lesotho and set up in Mozambique, I'll make more money, so let me rather move. There are many businesses that are moving as a result. And what happens after that? The citizens in the country are left without jobs. So we need to encourage business to stay in the country so that it can create opportunities for people to get employment.
A country that is known for xenophobia. Every year, they go out in their numbers to disturb business operators, to chase African migrants away. They go out in their numbers to loot shops. So which person or which business owner, which entrepreneur in his right sense will take his business to South Africa? That is a big mistake. And that is why a lot of business owners are leaving the country. The government says you must invest 5 million rands before you can do business in South Africa. And if they say you must invest 5 million rands, do they understand what it means by investment? Must you pay the money to the government for them to share among themselves, or you must invest in your capital that you are using to operate that particular business? They do not understand what it means by saying invest 5 million minimum in the country. It doesn't necessarily mean you must pay 5 million rands to the government. How many people can do that?
When are you leaving? Don't tell me about the failure of the government, because we are here. You are not supposed to run this thing that you are running. Have you invested 5 million? You didn't. Then that means you have broken the law of the government that you are telling me about. Listen, you have broken the law that you are telling me of the government that you are telling me about. Because in our constitution, the government have stated that when you want to open a business in South Africa, you must invest a minimum amount of 5 million. Have you done that? Listen to me, I'm talking to you. You must invest a minimum of 5 million. I am telling you what? Yeah, you are not investing by opening a shop here. You are not investing, You are not investing by opening a shop here. You've never. This is your benefit. It's not our benefit. This is our country. You are going to do what we want you to do.
And your
you
brother
must
get
leave.
a
In
business
fact,
from his
close
brother,
this thing.
and his brother get a business from his brother. So close this now.
And let me tell you this bitter truth. Generally, South Africans, black South Africans are unemployable. That is the bitter truth some people don't want to hear. They are unemployable. You employ a black South African, he will come to work maybe 3 days in a week. The rest of the days are for drinking. He will give you excuses any day, just not to attend to the work that is assigned for him. And if you're a businessman and you are working with such people, what will be the future of that business? definitely that business is going to collapse.
Can't address us in the fence. Why do you want to address us in the fence? There is no vacancies here. There is no vacancies. You open them by force. The illegal foreigners that you've employed here, you're going to remove them and employ South Africans. So there is no vacancies here. Yeah. So what must I do? You have employed foreign nationals here. You're going to remove them. Sir, how many do I have? You are going to remove foreign nationals and employ South Africans here. We're telling you. Those foreign nationals that you have employed, that you've reduced to brown envelopes, you are going to employ South Africans. We're telling you. We're not going to deal with this white arrogance of yours here. I'm not addressing us in a fence. I'm being honest. Yeah, you want to address us in a fence? So must I let you in? I'm saying that we kept to do a follow-up. You made a commitment to call us. I will call you if there's a vacancy, that's it. Where are those CVs of those young people that you do with you? It's foul, it's got nothing to do with you.
Throw them away, those CVs.
Throw them away, ne? I want to close this production of yours up until you give young people jobs. We're telling you, it's a commitment, it's a promise. We're promising you that we are going to close this production up until you employ young people. We're telling you. I must employ young people. Yes, the youth of South Africa. And what I do with everybody else? You must remove foreign nationals. What do I do with all my staff? So fire them all. Just move them all. We never said fire the staff. If you have foreigners, say the foreigners. The foreigners. No. And employ the people of South Africa. The old staff. What do I do with the old staff?
You didn't say take away your staff. You said that.
No, they said I must employ all the young ones. We are making employ young people. Employ young people. Employ young people. Employ the youth of South Africa. Employ them. You don't want to employ the youth of South Africa. You're going to employ them by force. I'm telling you. We've been too nice. We've begged you for too long. It's not going to happen. Why must we beg for jobs for the youth of South Africa? We must come and stand in a fence to come and beg for jobs for the youth of South Africa. What do you do for black communities? What do you do for black communities? The neighboring communities here. What do you do for them? And we must come here and stand in a fence and beg you to assist black people. It's not going to happen. Never. Call police if you want to call police. They'll find us here. We're telling you that we're going to close here up until you employ young people of South Africa. We're not going to be bullied by you. You want to address us in a fence. Where are the CVs that you submitted of the youth of South Africa? Where are they? You threw them in a dustbin. It's not going to happen. We'll close this production up until we employ the youth of South Africa. I'm telling you. Call police. They'll find us here.
Newcastle is a small industrial town in the KwaZulu-Natal province of South Africa. The town is best known for its steel making, as it is home to the largest steel production plant in the country. But Newcastle also has a thriving clothing and textile sector, with over 300 factories based in two main industrial zones of Matateni and Riverside. In the 1990s, government incentives drew Taiwanese and Chinese investors to manage CMT factories in this area. The industry attracted skilled labor from neighboring countries. Today, the situation has changed significantly. This factory in Matateni has lost a quarter of its workforce.
Difficult time for the Newcastle clothing and textile sector. It's a sector that depends heavily on skilled labor coming from other southern African countries. As you can see, a lot of the machines are lying idle here because many of the foreigners have left.
Because I also shot some skilled workers now, so my production is not like before being running smoothly. And it affects my delivery as well, because maybe before I can deliver on time. But now maybe I have to be rushing too tightly, so it's impact one. Number two, I think it's maybe we're starting training. Training is the time, but if training the people maybe affect my quality and my efficiency, all those be affected my business.
Some clothing retailers have apparently shifted their contracts to Lesotho and Swaziland. Suppliers are under pressure to fulfill seasonal orders ahead of spring, adding further strain to a local clothing industry that was slowly emerging from years of decline.
And let me come to looting. Looting in South Africa has become a way of life of the people. It is almost a culture. And which entrepreneur, which business owner in his right sense will take his business to South Africa, knowing that that business can be looted at any point in time, knowing that he can run at loss. He can lose everything to thieves, people who are willing to take things for free, people who are willing to rob with guns, ammunition at any point in time. Rich, serious business owner who want to run a serious business and earn profits and keep the business running will operate in South Africa. That is why many business owners are leaving the country. And the government is not doing anything about this culture, this looting culture, this nonsense. The government is not doing anything about it. If you want investors to come to the country, if you want your country to move smoothly, economically, then you must protect business owners. You must protect entrepreneurs. You must protect factories. You must protect industries so that businesses will move into the country, so that businesses can operate in the country without any fear. But if the government is not providing any security to these business owners, then there is no need for any business to move to South Africa or to operate in South Africa, because you cannot take millions of dollars into South Africa knowing that you are going to lose everything. It doesn't make sense. We run business for profit. We run business to keep the business going. We don't run business knowing that we are going to lose everything at the end of the day. That is not the aim of doing business. So the head of the police service in KwaZulu-Natal is asking many questions and trying to find many solutions. But the solutions are plain. The solutions are open. And the answers that he is seeking are there. It is not safe to do business in South Africa. That is the answer. Because of the attitude, because of the behavior of the black South Africans. If they can change their behavior towards other people's businesses, and if the government can amend the demands of doing business in South Africa, in their constitution, in their laws, I think businesses will move into South Africa and enhance the growth of the economy. Without industries, factories, businesses in the country, the economy will collapse. Any person who knows economics will tell you this fact, that if this will go on, as businesses are leaving the country because they don't see the benefit of operating, they don't feel being secured in the country when it comes to security, then the economy of the country is going to collapse. That is the truth. So if the people and the government want the economy of South Africa to keep running, then they must advise themselves. The solutions are not far. The solutions are open. We know the problems and we know the solutions. A word to the wise. As I always say, it is always enough. Thanks for watching. My name remains Don Cyrus. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop a comment at the comment section.